is what made the artist powerful. Let's give this so-called artist 1 week. If they don't stand up for Ghanaian youth by joining the Fix the Country movement, you should pay them and show them where power lies. Some of them, I will not blame them, because in Ghana it's so difficult to be a freedom fighter in Ghana. So some of them did what we are doing in previous administration, and they feel like they've done what they could do. When this lady, was her name, Yvonne Nelson, organized Doom Summer's End, we all knew what they said about her, that she's a prostitute, she's going to collect money from the MPP, and all of that. They insulted them. So sometimes it's so demoralizing in doing it. As some of us, I'm a Tuesday born, and it's my nature. I can't stop. And the producer, for video now, and right now, soldier phone a shoot to say there, or more Afghanistan. No, for 2 minutes, we are. Ye make a sacra now de near na opinion no air cassa, we just soon so at the atom. Producer, I read them, Yanko.
Put that in. That's cool.
And see, that is it. And you see, they report that this is not a clash. This is an attack. Ordinary citizen now, Ethiopian Kitano, second Kitano, and then soldiers shoot as if they are at war front. You understand? But Kwame Nkrumah says something that freedom is not like any commodity that you can buy from the market, or today you can buy from the Accra Mall or the Wessel's Mall. You have to fight for it. Producer, for the other video, no to mame.
For what the military people have came and do it here, Master, if we should leave this our youth to the military, what will happen in Nigeria here? It will not be very peacefully. But I'm telling my people to exercise patience, to calm down, so that we put things in order. It's the military who shot those 2 guys after we buried our brother. And we are coming. We have that hunger, so we have to show that hunger. We were not going to anywhere to destroy anything. So you shall live our life to us. So they shoot those 2 guys, and they also pass away. That provoke the youth and the old people who are here. We are not here for the party. No. We are fighting for our own right. It's very painful. Hey, yeah. And now you play game as party A and party B. It's very painful. To me, I'm good for it. But to me,
Yes, Mr. Koranteng is shedding tears. You see, that's one word that the man said that everybody should think about. Same yet, so Minuano, a bit me to me. Yes, it can happen to everyone, one of us. But this is a fight, a revolution, which time has come and it will never stop. And the youth of Ghana will win. Good morning, Mr. Koranteng.
Morning.
Apom to then.
It's a sad day.
It's a sad day.
Yeah,
sad day.
It's a sad day. And DJ, you say if I can sooner. Yet ma ebusian fo one hwere one adehye kaka fi horia one nra obo utu
ekon
so yema ebusian fo ni na shedding.
Okay,
Yema on shedding eye onwie na yenso yenwie bi eye nyina na eye nde eye yaw say wote oman mu na Kofi, you have worked for, you have struggled for, see one about Ben Munti, what down one against you. You're na president, so you leader for the people. Now, oye, sena, or the buy BD bang, or the buy BD young so say, or man penning. Human rights advocate send waka so ya yenim so yen yen hwe send you obey if he hako say won a wo shoot say wo hwe send ya what they koya what they feed one truck we see from a what treat you a ton of pa I mean ani pegwan na wo tutu won so
yen fa hu hye omumu
you say sana NPP government per se, yeah, because the only person responsible for this is NPP government. Mr. Fuad, yeah, the head. Send what person where you dear, and they say, Oman so babe. There's no way that they're gonna succeed. Pressure tactics, yeah, what you could it's gonna blow out of proportion. Now it blew out of proportion. Innocent people na Kofi businesses na babe disrupted. And yes, I need a power man. Say when you be in your engineer, you show that at the polls. I say ukukumu be a wholesome DJ, a wholesome nay out. And so this is where we are in T. But yema I was your funa shedding. Na obia and calm down na yen take a back seat and yen hwesenia you bit me I go back to the table na yare work side the send obia ho any view because yaw
na adia me wonwa say asat now since Saturday na mob no kwa attack kaka bisi ne oko omanpanyin Twitter page on one story.
So a year back, we see Toyota Rebaba set up.
Yeah, Toyota the end on the page and then the first story that honum.
Toyota Rebaba set up for Ghana. You walk Kantanka and come over to me. They are journey the resource I see near to me a pigeon. What the Toyota Reba?
That's their business as usual. But say Omanpanini, and this is not the first time Omanpanini be born a course of money more on Castle. Say American in the shooting and Omanpanini natural letter the dada.
Obey a vigil.
Queen Elizabeth Krunawua and Kawachura letter the dada.
Oh, Ghana for your own here, sir, and I'm winning. You here, sir. Ghana for your own here, sir, and T. Wokum younger. Omanpanini make a statement. No, I'm finding them. You here, sir. Prince Philip de pair as I say Twitter ye Jumano man penning bekasi or ye sorry in nekoso Ubi wo America or per fans in the end they will be a vigil. A Ghana need the Ghana dishi woodia and your man penning all the dang and fano.
Mr. Koranteng, now let's get to serious business. You are aspiring to lead this country. God willing, 2024. Some of these issues, because they say Jana Asono, make say now the NPP feel victimized. They feel like they are victims. That's how every government in power since 1992 has been feeling. When the people are rising up, speaking for their right, they feel that they are the victim. But what is happening from last year up to now, any government that comes to power is going to rule and awaken citizens. If you are giving the nod, and this fire is not going to quench anytime soon. How do you handle situations like this?
First of all, DJ, situations are in C. When you
we are a human institution.
Oh, T. First of all, no, seriously, because if you see a check, the decibel has been rising for many years. Time be a fragments of it breaking apart. Inti esi check. Inti if you say a bunch of years ago, no, na wo nimdeɛ ne adwene pa fa unipa ho nti ne is science-based, data-driven, human-centered. Bibia we in level 5 levels of leadership at the at the 5th level of leadership, no. Bibia we biano has to be for the benefit of your people. Citizen. A hero never happen. I didn't think that happen because you've ignored. Listen, when you have a challenge and you ignore it for a long time, you get a problem. When you get a problem and you ignore it for a long time, you get a crisis. Ghana is in a crisis because we've ignored it for a long time. Now, the only reason why you ignore a problem for a long time now is if you're not paying attention.
Okay.
Why would you not be paying attention? Because near ehau womano enya wadi here.
Okay.
Say wadi here, we will never get to this point. Or come roots I say near mankuyi now America now we were ignored. Then no bad power bedding. Inti, I don't even have an answer for you because this will never happen. You care for the people. The people understand you. You know what the concerns of the people are.
I think you have an answer for me is we've seen governments, presidents in opposition. They say, "Oh, when I come, like one such president is President Kofi. So when I come, I will make sure all Nkrumah factories that have been destroyed or sold, I'm going to get them back into the fold." Then he tells us in 2003 that when I was outside, I thought it was a bit easier, but when I got in there, me say, "Ajumana nafom." Don't you think you can face the same fate?
No, and let me tell you why. Number one, Sanko Fuya work as DJ. We're politicians who.
Okay.
Mena me on the side that war, me on the side that Ghana Funya was CC. And the area of a problem no from the inside. And a young yerifi on the side of the people na corner and say no. Say what feeling into young I be fixing young problem. Number one, into many politician. So the prism by which I look at this, no, it's not through the prism of a politician. It's through the prism of the citizen.
Okay.
Number one. Inti I feel what the people feel. Near how Ghana man mean so how maybe.
Hey, we saw Ronaldo eating kenke with the people in Choco and the villages. And here we are.
And now the second dynamic is say when you come in with a criminal organization that will be siwa, then they will do criminal acts. NPP and DC are criminal organizations.
Wow.
Unim.
But maybe
they be
no?
Okay, so like it's simple. Simple thing, simple math. Hina na our lawsuit. Last 170 million
dollars. Yeah. Judgment
debt. Say what he send a judgment debt and buy is he happening here? Young counsel can show up to court. We'll show up to court to cry the arbitration. No one yet prepared yet. Who does that?
So I must say coronavirus near the administrations on travel.
This thing has been meticulously put together, orchestrated. Say, everybody VHino, now your judgment dent, now ubiachi and ubianya biedi. Oman bang na wunni sewer systems, ugote mwa yefi, wunni nsu, wunni power. Woma over 70% in Jumaye, over 1 million graduates are unemployed. Now so where your census? Census now we in.
And no, I think as I got a press conference, or say he will not allow himself to be counted. Why are you people so hard on the census?
Because who need for to be a census no way to distill a process. Well,
okay.
Why you be now person what tighten what systems now we are more refined, you know. Now we are systems to guide you in intricate planning. Intricate any key way.
Maybe the NDC the MPP feels on my way be until they have to tighten it.
When we are with the tick room how the sheni me when we be ama. What can you dum sort is all be when we why ye near mama wunye sumware eh mo bathroom ho me call mo bathroom say see akran summa eh inti na then now say they feel like it's one thing, reality is another thing. Meboana,
yeah.
Of course, inti they don't have a clue. They are in a major denial of what reality should be and what reality really is. What I say? Inti, there's no need for census. Inti, inke DJ, in American say. Yeah, what per se information and census never mount. Na what the bay no, wouldn't him the doubt. The basics of a society has to be functioning and sana wako census so. Won't call your census a winning su a wonum. Won't call your census a waka near doom. Unko census a wugota mu na ye fi wakwan na asai. Unko census a wo school system enye adwuma yi a nkrofo matriculate through the system a wonye adwuma nye. Woni industries, woni foreign exchange reserves. Na mokra yekra 1.2 billion dollars a year. Unko census na ka deng na be ka kire. Ne census na be ka kire information na deng na de ye. Niama na wonim de daw say we ye na no ana census na ka kire say adwuma ni ho. Wouldn't it make sense? Say, Sikaka Kra Wenyan and Kaudbe industry mum answer. Isn't it more prudent? It just doesn't even make sense.
And let me ask where you lived most of your life in the US. Do they do census?
Why a census?
How many years interval? Is it the same 10 years? Okay.
But to refine because once every 10 years, you know, near Massa, when the mobile was system, because Ubia accounted.
Okay.
Ye need national, Debia na yenga propose, say, as I say, a national, integrated national address system, ID system.
Yeah.
Well, Wunya integrated ID, any national address system. Then Ubia accounted. Yeni baby ubia tini
and US omo ye kan omo kan nipa omo ko afie to say the higher mo ye
oh what can what ye
omo ko fie house to house
of course
okay
because a processor one year the down
okay.
Now we're refine
okay
what you say but American say listen so per we a census crowd with 30 million people with the last census no we bet me create an algorithm
okay
ebe ma projection ebe ma a good enough analysis of baby nipa now want the dynamics to make the decisions that are critical to the society. See.
Okay.
You don't need to spend 500 million CDs plus to tell you what you already know. You have more than enough information to work with than to want a census. Census, let me be so. You haven't answered my question, DJ. Census no wonya de ye ding.
Say, person who Nkofudodo only adwuma as you mentioned, person who Nkofudodo only fietim, Nkofudodo wadagatem, Nkofudodo because it looks like Kumasi, somewhere in Kumasi. Near months you didn't see, you know. Some people, homeless people, as gatas I can see him, Eddie Nuya at Choki Gata no as sino.
Okay, into China
with them.
Yeah, well, local ordinance.
Okay, maybe in Ghana it has a different name. Okay,
into just say community centers are now say boards, community boards are make decision.
Unit committees. We have them unit committee.
Now say who baby sit down.
Okay, and on the assembly, either the district assembly or the municipal assembly.
What the friend be but we hear what? What I say?
Yes.
Into who baby see physical structure be as I say, who could you permit? permits and answer what the bema say what to me who baby up say we see structure no. No what say in accordance with the ordinance baby I what in the community I what in ebi up see gas station wa ha ebi up say we see restaurant wa ha ebi up say we see mortuary wa ha and up say we see hospital wa ha and up say we are sorry wa ha as I said where you say consistent with the local ordinance na ka say sa kwan su won si asori wa ha because residential we see asori ebi obe twetwe nipa so ha no ka say oh ha no social stores na wa ha into be mesi hospital wa ha eno ne na kire sa na yamani na nti si ewo na ewo on a blueprinter wo kona okoje wo kose okoje permit no wo ba no be inspection wo say wadwuma na wo ye ense say wo si no wa ha nti bisa ho say here na ma permit say wo structure no wo si na so obi ama permit na okokosi ya ye won krofo a walk around a part of won adwuma a wo hwe say ha obi en see legal structure wa ha na because ye won krofo sa any ankasa structure say wo can say wo see
krofo no ho but oba na wa betro dan ne ho stop work
in
Ghana stop work means come and see somebody
and I make say international say the system no break down ho nipa na we yin so onko inspect no onye na adwuma ye hia no supervisor na identity no won anyi na di inti the hemorrhaging no enye homeless people no be ya ade no na start you eye wo a woni system a wo be check sa ade no say NC and sakra no police inti a hono na energy no should go because one fixes sa ho na ubu structure ni gu a o kira obi foforo be ba be see the same thing on no nya aware of na wo ye na cause problem view DJ na make can what you say intina there is a breakdown of the system SSA yes sir one year no ya changes be a wo ye no and I'm friend say autopilot syndrome wunye ja plane se pe se plane no wo start it now wo gain altitude 40,000 38,000 feet na require wo the plane to autopilot na pilot ne wada and now sorry if plane echi right say turbulence ba na per say plane no bibinti would change direction wo kotena anim no wa override autopilot wunye ja mu pe plane no assumes ne position back say na autopilot ne okay inti systems here ko see am fixing ye na wo ba na say oh you could bubu say without fixing endemic problem there at the community boards level ordinances now any inspection supervision regulations certificate of occupancies are what without inspecting sites then ube sani many now ube 2 years 3 years no or banner structures for frabisi will be
because I remember say this place Abu Roshi which is old Fadama and Kroma so said they are not supposed to be there. So he built new Fadama for them. 50 years down the lane, new Fadama is occupied. Old Fadama is more occupied.
No, work can see. The Americans say, we use algorithm now. We bet you a projection, no one who say, with population growth, teenage pregnancies here in the eastern region, Kwanabese 20,000. Because one need social systems are me educate a miano youth because walk to school 3 months and so when you break 3 months quite a fee 1 month no me juma nti no wo benye mara nti mu free SH na free SHS na muska free SHS na dia abasa dia wo na aba so hunyansa awo because 3 where you double track we betena fee 3 months walk to school 3 months or betena fee no onye supervisor ade awo na eba obeke so na parents ni enye wadwa da bi wona went me amfa adwene anto ho anya oni amayi inti no sa projection we ye yanka obehu say by now no all new Fadama na we ye no e ho explode to a point say nkrofo be sa ba old Fadama ho bio because you haven't made plans to accommodate that population explosion no
share something on housing. Because I watched you and Kofi Adoma and you were talking about housing, I think.